Welcome everybody, my name's Nick and I'm here to introduce you to Google Ads for Shopify dropshipping. So I plan on taking you from a complete beginner to setting up your first campaign and starting to get some sales through Google Ads. So it's a topic that doesn't get spoken about much on YouTube or by other gurus. I think it's very misunderstood and I'm here to clear that up for everyone and help you get on the path to making sales with Google Ads. So Google is a massive, massive platform. You're coming into a time where dropshipping on Facebook is getting harder, and this is a way for you to diversify your traffic and actually scale your store further with a completely different traffic source. So I'm going to get right into it. This first video is going to cover off all the necessary accounts. I'm going to take you through how to set those up, how to set up your Google merchant feed, link it to your store, and all the pre-work that goes into basically getting your Google Ads up and running, linked to your store, and I'm basically going to get you to the point where you're going to have everything set up, ready to set up your first campaign and start driving traffic to your store. So I'm also going to cover off why you want to use Google Ads, the benefits, and how they differ from Facebook. So I hope you enjoy it, guys. I'm going to get right on into the content. Thanks for listening. So firstly, you're probably asking, why would you use Google Ads? Everyone speaks about driving traffic from Facebook. Right? You all know, you've seen 1,000 videos, and Facebook is fantastic. It's still a phenomenal way to dropship, and it's a phenomenal way to drive traffic to your e-commerce store or offer. So why would you use Google Ads? Well, first and foremost, to diversify where your traffic comes from. So if you're relying on one source of traffic, you're putting your business at a huge, huge risk, massive risk. Imagine if you had a client-based business and you relied entirely on one customer. What if that customer left you? What happens on the days where Facebook decides, oh, you know what? I'm not going to send you good quality traffic. Or on the days where there's algorithm changes and all of a sudden your sales are going like up and down, up and down, up and down, and they're just erratic and you can't rely on them. Well, on those days, if you have Google Ads running as well, you're going to be getting streams of traffic coming from multiple sources. It's an absolutely great way to diversify where your sales and traffic come from, and you really, really should give it a try. So the second reason is to help scale outside of Facebook and Instagram. So whenever you're scaling, you're going to hit a certain point where Facebook and Instagram are just going to start giving you diminishing returns. You're not going to be able to scale to the potential you could if you added that Google traffic as well. The third reason, and it's a super important one, there's far less people dropshipping with Google Ads. There's not many people are covering this content. So if you jump on it now, you're going to be ahead of the crowd. And although some people are speaking about it, it's still very early days. So next reason, you're getting traffic with higher buyer intent. And what I mean by that is the people that are searching on Google are further down the sales funnel and closer to purchasing than those impulse buyers on Facebook. My favorite reason to use Google Ads is actually you don't need to create tons of different ad creatives, so you don't have to make videos, images, the ad copy. You actually, especially with shopping, once you set up that product page and campaign, Google does most of the heavy lifting there. So, and this leads on to the next reason. So once it's set up, it's far less time intensive than running Facebook ads. It's more about looking at the data, making small changes, tweaks, improving those product pages, and then continuously adding products to test. So you're not having to do those videos and come up with fancy ad copy, which for me, I really love. Another good reason is you get phenomenal support from Google. Google is there all the time and they can help you. Facebook support is so hard to reach. But Google, they're there, you can call them, email them, and they'll get back to you pretty quickly with actual reasonable responses, which I think is amazing. So here's the one that blew my mind. There are 63,000 searches every single second on Google. Like, just try and fathom what that means. 63,000, and the average person does 4 searches a day. You can see there's quite a few benefits as to why you would use Google Ads. There's really no reason why you can't just give it a crack and see if you're able to get some success from it. There's so much potential here. I really hope you give it a try. So you're probably wondering, what is the difference between Facebook and Google Shopping and Google Ads? So I'm going to focus a bit more on Google Shopping here because it is the quickest way to get up and running. So Facebook advertising. It's interest-based disruption, and highly visual marketing. Now, Google Shopping ads, on the flip side, they're based on search volume. So it depends on what people are searching. And then does have that visual component because people can see the image prior to clicking the ad. I'm going to show you what a shopping ad looks like in a second. So Facebook advertising is impulse buying. Google Shopping ads, as I've mentioned, has higher buying intent, and the person is at the very least further down the funnel and looking to buy because they're searching, they're doing their research. That doesn't mean that they're super engaged shoppers, but they're definitely further down the funnel than an impulse Facebook buyer. So the great thing about Google is you actually find it a bit easier to sell higher priced products because you've got that trust factor that Google has. People selling on Google get that added trust. I don't feel like Facebook has that same level of trust, and because it's impulse as well, it's much more geared towards selling lower priced products. And of course, this is generally speaking, there's lots of people out there selling higher priced products on Facebook, but they have in-depth sales funnels. So Google Shopping, bit easier to sell high ticket products. Facebook advertising, buyers aren't so price conscious though. So it's impulse buy, right? So what I mean by that is still lower priced products are still favored, right? But the people on there are not searching so much and doing price comparisons. And on the flip side, Google Shopping, your price does have to be competitive. So that is one of the downsides. Now, Facebook advertising, products need to either cater to a niche, solve a problem, or have mass appeal. Google Shopping ads, it's quite simple. Is someone searching for this? If so, then your ad will get displayed as long as you have all those essential elements I'm going to cover off. So you actually know before going in if there is demand or not for a product. Lastly, you need to create creative and ad copy for Facebook ads. Google Shopping does not need that. It's all linked by your merchant feed, your product page, and Google Ads. So there's no having to create ad copy or new videos or images to test new products. Okay, so what do Google Ads look like? So a shopping ad are these images with price and a little spiel and the website all up here in the sponsored section on top. It doesn't always trigger. This is the desktop view, and it does look slightly different on mobile. If you actually click in further along here, it can take you to an actual Google Shopping page, which you can see right here. And you would have a whole list of products. As you can see, these indestructible shoes for the last few months have been killing it on Facebook. So search ads, this is a search ad. You would have seen these hundreds of thousands of times in your lifetime. So here's another way of running e-commerce ads. So the two different ways are you can either run it directly to a product page or to a collection. So I'll cover that off when I speak more about search ads, but here's a shopping ad, here is a search ad. You would have seen them many times just to make you aware of what they look like. So the essential accounts to start. You're going to need a Google account, a Google Ads account, previously called AdWords, which is what you might have remembered as. Don't forget that you get a free $100 credit when you spend $25, and there's a few different promotions, but a lot of the time it's in the Shopify dashboard, or Google is going to email you about this constantly when you first create this account. Now, from here, you're going to need a Google Merchant Center account, and once you've set that up, you're going to need to verify it with your store and link it together. So if you have a Google Analytics account already, this is going to be super easy. By the way, guys, I'm going to show you how to do all these in a second. So make sure you fill in all the tabs on all of these. It's super important, especially in the Merchant Center, and ensure you have a contact us privacy policy and disclaimer, because Google requires this. Your feed will get stopped and your ad account will get paused if you don't have this and you try and run ads. So there's a really good guide, which I'll leave here in the slides for you. It's a really good beginner guide for understanding more about the Merchant Center and setting it up, but I'm going to show you how to set up all these accounts in the next video. So thanks so much, guys. That's it for today. Covered off why you'd want to use Google Ads, the benefits, how they differ to Facebook, and overall, you're just diversifying your traffic and increasing your scalability. Don't stop using Facebook ads. Use these together and form a really powerful funnel. So make sure you subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, show me some love here, trying to grow the channel, and jump into my Facebook group. See you soon.